Welcome back. This is lesson 54. You're watching this because either you missed the lesson or you wanted to kind of rewatch it. So take a moment, pause the video. I'm going to record and keep going. Starting now. So the directions say to find the area of the rectangle. Well, area of rectangle is length times width. So, this side, I guess, is this. So I could do 3xy plus 5 times the width. Or I guess I could find the area of this piece, which says 2y times 3xy is 6xy squared. And the area of this rectangle, well, 5 times 2y, that would be 10y. And the area of the whole rectangle would be 6xy squared plus 10y. So we actually have two expressions that represent this area. It could be length times width, or width times length. Or we could find the areas of the two pieces of the rectangle and add it together. So, I guess these are answers to homework. Maybe not. We'll see what happens. All right, so inside your notebook, this is 6.5. We're going to talk a little bit about multiplying polynomials. Okay. So, we're using the idea of multiplying polynomials today. We're going to use a distributive property to do that. So write this one down. We have 2y times 3xy plus 5. So if we distribute and multiply, we get 2y times 3xy plus 2y times 5. And then we get 6xy squared plus 10y. And that is simplified. Cool. All right, let's see if you can do it with this one. 10 times this, 10 times this. So we get 30xy plus 50. We're doing a little shortcut because 10 times this is this, 10 times 5 is this, and we're done. Awesome. Okay, so we're good with this. Now the bigger question, what we have to start thinking about, and our new topic for today, is how can we use a distributive property here to multiply this times this? Well, the bigger question is like, how do we do it, right? So our goal today is to figure out how do we multiply 2y plus 10 times 3xy plus 5. And there is a way to think about it, right? If it was just 10, could you do 10 times 3xy plus 5? Sure, we know what that is, right? And if it was just a 2y, could we do 2y times these two things? Sure, we did it right up there. So this is a fancy way of saying do both of these things instead of having two separate problems. So we're going to first distribute the 10 to both numbers. 10 times 3xy, which we're just going to skip because we already know what it is. 10 times 3xy is 30xy plus 10 times 5 is 50. Okay, but this is a fancy way of saying do it to this one as well. So 2y times 3xy we know is 6xy squared, plus 2y times 5 is 10y. And we just add these two things together. So what is this times this? Well, here we go. We multiply it out. It's a shortcut way of doing both problems A and B. What, Mr. Brand? It's okay. It's cool. I want you to think of this kind of like another way as well. And we can kind of approach it like we were doing the area model for our do now. So in our do now, we were finding the area of this piece, 2y times this. What we're going to do is extend this a little bit longer. So it's not just 2y, but 2y plus 10. And now we have four rectangles that we can find the area of. So 3xy plus 5 times 2y plus 10, we can represent like an area model. 2y times 3xy is 6xy squared. 5 times 2y, right, because that's area, 5 times 2y is 10y. And then we do 10 times 3xy, which is 30xy. And what's the area of this one? Well, it depends on dimensions. How long is this? 5. How long is this? 10. So this is 50. And how do we say the area of this whole thing? Well, we just add it up. Kind of add up all the pieces. And there we go. What is 2y plus 10 times 3xy plus 5? Well, it's this. It's these four products.
Ready?
My daughter is interrupting me for a second. Sure, what's up? All right, so go while I'm doing this. You can jump on. I'm going to show you, actually, walk you through this one. Here you go. All right, so we want to know what x plus 2, turn the light back on, Ryan. Turn x plus 2 times x plus 3 is. One way is you do distributive property, 2 times these things, and then x times each of these things. So we'll get 4 products. I'm really partial visually to the area model, so this is how you use the area model. You take one parentheses, x plus 3 on the one side, and then x plus 2 on the other side. And then there's a nice way to keep organized and get all 4 products. X times x, x squared. 3 times x, 3x. 2 times x, 2x. 2 times 3, 6. So using the area model, we get x squared plus 3x plus 2x plus 6. And you would get the same 4 products if you multiplied x to both and then distribute the 2 to both. And that's it. Except this time we do have like terms. And here we go. We get x squared plus 5x plus 6. Cool. All right, so I'm not saying you have to do it one way or another. Today I'm going to ask that we try to do both ways. And you might find one that, hey, I can figure out the products. Or, hey, you know what? I'm like the area model. What do you keep pressing? I'm confused.
Oh, no.
Okay, Sorry about interruptions. So now we have one with subtraction, but the cool thing is it works the same way. X plus 5, so we'll put an X and a 5 here. X minus 2. Should I just put a 2 here? Right, not just a 2, because this is really like a negative 2. So we're going to put a negative 2. So again, we just distribute 4 times. I'm going to do the area model. Boom. So we get 4 products. X squared plus 5x minus 2x minus 10. Students say, does the order matter? Not to me, not really. We do want to combine any like terms, and we have x squared minus 2x. So it's x squared plus 3x minus 10. Sweet. And you would get the same 4 products if you did the distributive property. Okay. So write this one down. Give this one a pause. I just need to get a sip of water. All right, by now you've probably fast forwarded me, or I don't know, you're into the next thing. But, well, how do I set up when I have 3 things? Well, it works the same way. X plus 10, 1 parentheses on this side. You probably figured out, since there are 3 things on this side, we need a side that has 3 spots. 3x, y, 2. So since there's 3 things and 2 things, we're going to get 6 products. And you're going to use a distributive property. A total of 6 times. 3x times x, 3x squared. 3x times 10, 30x. X times y, xy. 10 times y, 10y. 2 times x, 2x. 2 times 10, 20. All right. Then we look, are there any like terms here? Yes, I see 30x and 2x. They're almost easier to see like terms in this box method. All right, so any like terms? There we go. Cool. So, I guess I had one more for you to try. But Mr. Mary, you didn't give us a box for this one. Well, because you could use distributive property, but I want to show you. You know, we can start with a large box. Since this side has 2, we're going to split it 2 ways. Since this has 1, 2, 3, I need to split the top into 3 parts. And then I label them. And we find all the areas. Oh, I messed this one up. Did you notice? X squared times X. X goes hard. All right. I look for any like terms. There are none. So I have to write out as one long addition problem. And there you have it. We've now learned how to multiply two parentheses that involve multiple distributive property problems. Okay? Classwork is to practice. Okay? I don't think I just walk around and check in with you, so if you had questions, you could bring it to class. Homework 71 to 78. I am going to do the homework right here. Just so if you get stuck on homework or you couldn't do it, I am helping you right now. Yeah.
I just saw
Padme?
I just saw Anakin's.
You mean Luke Skywalker's mom?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is she
When
pretty?
she was young.
She's a young queen. That's cool. All right, so those are the first three. I hope, for time-wise, I'm not going to go over everyone, but, hopefully those first three got you kicked off, and you're ready to go. And we can talk more in class.